Dear student class 7, welcome to our Greenfield School and College online class. Today I will discuss about the chapter 7 creative question, climate of Bangladesh creative question. At first creative, Jarif was away struck as he came across a news item in a daily newspaper on 23 September 2011. Climate is changing due to excess worldwide emission of a specific gas. Consequently, countries situated near the sea surface, because it is very possible in our country like Bangladesh and the Maldives are now at risk. Jarif decided that this was a disaster for which human activities are responsible. He was worried. So at first, I want to discuss a number question. In which region Bangladesh is situated? Bangladesh is situated in tropical region. Number B, explain effect of monsoon in the climate of Bangladesh. The climate of Bangladesh, is temperate. That is to say, it is not very hot or not very cold here. It is located near the sea. The intensity of winter and summer is not severe due to the influence of monsoon. Heavy rainfall occurs in Bangladesh by the influence of monsoon. Remember it, the heavy rainfalls occurs in Bangladesh by the influence of monsoon. Number C, what kind of risk does the stem predict of Bangladesh? Explain. Because of the impact of the greenhouse gas, the temperature of Earth has been increasing abnormally, for which ice of the polar region is melting quickly. As a result, the sea level is increasing and amount of land mass and forest area is decreasing. As a result, developing country like Bangladesh is facing different types of natural calamities, among them cyclone, tidal wave, river erosion, drought, cold wave, tornado, nor'wester, etc. Noteworthy. Besides, Bangladesh has the risk of earthquake. Number D, human activity only have caused the disaster described in the stem. Give your opinion in favor for the statement. The greenhouse gas is mostly responsible for the climate change of the world. Because of the impact of the greenhouse gas, the temperature of Earth has been increasing abnormally. Carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, etc. are combinedly called greenhouse gas. The speed of this gas excessively in the atmosphere increase the temperature of the earth. Human activities are more responsible for the increase of the greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. The quantity of carbon dioxide is maximum among the greenhouse gases created by man. Carbon dioxide is produced from generating power, burning fuel of vehicle, smoke and brick fill. At present, the quantity of transmitted greenhouse gas has been increased 80% to 90% than the previous. Another reason of the increase of greenhouse gas is the indiscriminate cutting down trees and destruction of hills. So from aforesaid discussion, we can say that human activities are more responsible for climate change and degradation of the environment. Now, I will discuss second creative question. Eric was witnessing a feature named Natural Disaster in Bangladesh on television. The report at its opening showed how the cultivable land were drying up due to natural disaster in a village of northern Bangladesh. The second part showed how natural disasters are causing damage to life and environment of coastal areas. The situation factor is one of the reasons of frequent natural disasters here. What is the name of the storm with heavy rain with a very high speed? First question. The name of the high-speed cyclone is tornado. Tornado is one of the mentionable natural disaster of Bangladesh. Next question. What is Kalboishaki? Explain. Kalboishaki or nor'wester is a kind of temporary and regionally created storm. It is called Kalboishaki in Bengali as it normally occurs in Bangla month Boishak. It often comes from the northwest direction. In Bangladesh, it occurs almost every year. Though it is not as destructive as tornado, it still does huge damage to common life. It blows away houses, breaks away trees. It disturbs the water transport system. Many serious accidents occur due to nor'wester. So precautions should be taken while moving in waterways during nor'wester season. Number C. What is the reason of disaster shown in the second part of report discussed? Natural disaster mentioned in the second part of the report is cyclone and tidal wave. When the air of earth surface of a particular place gets hot, it blows upward. As a result, air pressure of that place becomes less and air from other places rush to the low pressure areas. That is called cyclone. Most of the cyclones occur in Bangladesh due to the low pressure created by the Bay of Bengal. Due to the low pressure created in oceans and due to storm, the saline water of ocean with a huge height of the wave and great speed inundates the landmass of the coastal area. This is called tidal wave. Cyclone and tidal wave have struck the coastal area of Bangladesh several times severely, and many people died and the cattle and crops are damaged. Number D. What measures can be taken to mitigate damages shown in first part of the report discussed? The natural disaster in the first part of the report is drought. Drought is the natural disaster of Bangladesh that occurs due to the lack of sufficient rainfall almost every year at the end of spring and outset of summer. Drought occurs in the northern region of Bangladesh. For the lack of water, irrigation is hampered, crops are damaged. Besides, lack of rainfall, drought also occurs for making dam in the upstream of many rivers and for environment pollution. Actually, it is not possible to prevent this natural disaster fully, but if we are aware of it, take necessary steps in time, damages due to drought can be lessened. For this, after examining groundwater layer, lifting water from ground needs to be stopped. In rainy season, we should reserve water. The mass awareness about proper management and uses of water should be created. So I already discussed two creatives of your textbooks. Now I will discuss weather and climates and disaster of Bangladesh occurs in every year in Bangladesh. So at first I will discuss what is weather. Actually, the natural condition of a particular area of a certain day or time of day that includes temperature, rainfall, storm is called weather. How to determine it? It is determined by measuring temperature, air pressure, and speed, humidity, and amount of rain. Weather may change daily or hourly, it actually does so. On the other hand, the average weather of 30 to 40 is what do you mean by weather, or what is weather? 30 or 40 years of a particular area, what is called climate. The average weather of 30 to 40 years of a particular area is called climate. There are some extra elements beside the condition of weather that count in determining climate of a place. The climate of an area includes latitude, underline, longitude, distance from sea, height from sea level, and wind moment, ocean current, slope of land, soil structure, and volume of forest. Change in the lifestyle of habitant of the area, luxury or development affect in change of climate of that particular area. These factors are resulting in increased temperature all over the world. Actually, this situation occurred by the developed country because they experiment, they are experiment of many items, and every day they creates they creates a lot of greenhouse, and as a result the developing country like our country face this problem. These factors are resulting, and because they have more protection but we have no protection. Look, now we are facing coronavirus, but we have no way to remove it, only for our consciousness, only for follow some way. So the developed country have to realize why they create a lot of greenhouse gas. We need to learn the climate change, climate of Bangladesh, change in climate effect reason. Look, climate of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is situated, where is situated Bangladesh? Bangladesh is situated in the tropical region. Its climate is tropical monsoon climate, bearing near to sea and under the influence of monsoon. Very, very important this line. And neither the winter nor the summer is severe here. It is true. The summer is warm and rainy and winter is dry. The Himalayas, although situated at far north, saves us from the chill and wind coming from the north during winter. Therefore, winter is not too long. Usual temperature in Bangladesh during winter in 11 degree to 29 degrees Celsius. But sometimes it's come down 4 to 5 Celsius in north or northwest region. There are many reasons for this situation, because in the northwest region amount of quantity of trees is very small and very low, and they have no planting attitude. These peoples, the peoples of north and northwestern region, they have no habitual, they have no attitude to plant trees. For this reason, they are in this region the climate change and the result of climate is very severe here. Thakurgaon, Panchakot, Srimangol are the coldest places. When the summer is occurred, the north and northwestern region is very so high, and in winter is so cold here. Summer starts from the month of Boishak, which is mid-April in the English calendar. The average highest temperature of Bangladesh underline is summer is 34 degrees Celsius, average lowest is 29 degrees Celsius, and northwest rises up to 42-45 degrees Celsius. Northwester occurs sometimes at the beginning of summer in various places. The coastal areas experience cyclones and tsunami too. In the rainy season, wind blows with vapor from the south and southwestern part of the Bay of Bengal. This is called summer monsoon. This wind causes heavy rainfall in Bangladesh, but rainfall does not occur equally all over the country. Sylhet, Chittagong, Underline, Bazar experience heavy rain. On the contrary, Rajshahi, Pabna, Kustia have comparatively low rainfall. There is rain during the autumn too, though the amount is very low. River erosion also increases during the rainy season. April, May, October, and November are the high times for tornadoes and cyclone. Underline the climate of Bangladesh is moderate. It means effects of favorable and adverse weather is equal here. Being under favorable weather, Bangladesh is evergreen and ever fertile. On the other hand, disasters like storms, tidal wave, flood, drought, and nor'wester tornado and excessive rainfall occurs due to the adverse effect and cause a lot of suffering to people. So now we discuss causes behind the climate change in Bangladesh. Many causes here visible. It is also affecting Bangladesh. Weather change does not go accordingly with change of season. Amount of rainfall during monsoon is decreasing. Winter is arriving late and leaving early. Now few years we observe winter is arriving late and leaving early. The number of natural disasters is increasing, and severity of droughts, floods, and tidal waves is on the rise, and rivers and canals are drying up. Man-made causes, actually these are the natural causes, and man-made causes are equally responsible with natural causes for this. The main cause behind climate change in Bangladesh as well as the world is global warming. So what is global warming? The polar ice is melting abnormally due to warming. Actually, what is the result of warming? The polar ice is melting abnormally due to warming. This water due to melting ice is rising sea level. As a result, the low-lying southern region and many countries adjacent to sea are at risk of being submerged. The greenhouse gas, very important. What is greenhouse gas? Is highly responsible for global warming. Gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon combined are known as greenhouse gas. The increased presence of these gases in atmospheres, increased temperature of the earth. Human activities are causing this increase of greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide constitutes the largest portion of greenhouse gases. The gas is generated from electricity production, smoke from vehicle fuel, brick, clean. The percentage of greenhouse gases and destructively increase these days. From this, we can easily understand the danger of climate change. The causes for climate change in Bangladesh are almost same as those around the world. So, however, developing countries like Bangladesh don't use the same amount of fuel as used by the developed countries. So they have to consider it for save the generation. Developed countries are more responsible for the changes in climate, but we are the ones to bear the maximum brunt of this. The temperature of the earth is also rising due to continuous deforestation, and the deforestation of Bangladesh is going on. If you go to the Chittagong and Madhupur, you see some people actually corrupted officer destroy this forest, and through the smuggler of wood, and this situation is continuously lasted. So our forest lessened too much. So we have to conscious it. Expert opinion that a country needs very, very important underlying forest that should amount of 25%, but unfortunately Bangladesh only 17%. The amount of forest is still decreasing due to indiscriminate cutting. Actually, we are cutting the trees, but we are not planting. But we have no good habit to plant trees. Consequently, the amount of rain in Bangladesh has decreased recently for this reason. So, dear student, read it more, and already I discussed two creative question, and today I will give some short question. Follow this. Thank you very much.